Good evening, Commissioners. My name is Jessica Petrillo, and I am the Homeless Assistance Program Coordinator with the City of Oxnard. Today, I will be giving a presentation on the Safe Parking Subcommittee of the Commission of Homelessness. The subcommittee consists of Commissioners O'Connell, Littell, and Darius. This Safe Parking Subcommittee has met twice, the first meeting on Monday, June 21st, and the second on Monday, July 26th. So in this presentation, I'm going to give an overview of what has been done to date in those two meetings. So the key points covered in those meetings can be summarized as follows. We discussed an overview of what safe parking is. So with safe parking, it provides vehicle dwellers a safe and legal place to park and sleep. It may operate in collaboration with social services, nonprofits, and religious organizations. It often involves partnerships with law enforcement who can identify viable parking lots that comply with parking regulations. Some benefits of safe parking include it addresses community concerns, it prevents dumping, provides basic needs, provides security, designated areas for service delivery, and assists with linking persons to permanent housing resources. Oxnard has a sizable population of people who are homeless, living in vehicles and also living in RVs. We also explored the history of work that the Commission on Homelessness has done in the past, exploring safe parking programs. A lot of the previous work was done in 2018, and at that time, the Commission and the Housing Department designed a pilot program that included plans to contract a nonprofit organization to administer the program, and they also developed protocols for the program at that time. The main hurdles that prevented the pilot from coming to fruition were liability, security, and sanitation. At that time, they did have some churches that had agreed to participate. We also reviewed some previous research that had been done. So we reviewed some nearby programs, including New Beginnings and Salvation Army. The commissioners asked Jessica, myself, to review programs in Simi and Thousand Oaks as well. We also spoke about best practices. So Ventura County formed a meeting with community partners and service providers who drafted the following best practices that were presented to the Board of Supervisors. So the best practices drafted at that time were for the program to be low barrier, to have on-site staff, security available 24/7, to have additional amenities such as food, financial assistance, electrical hookups for RVs, Wi-Fi, and electricity, and to include unhoused persons in the planning, and also to balance both short and long-term goals. So balance giving people a safe place to stay, but making sure that they're enacting the ultimate goal of permanent housing. The subcommittee also conducted outreach to churches. So the commissioners each reached out to churches and faith leaders to ask if they were still interested in the safe parking program. And they did talk to a couple pastors in Oxnard who are interested. And some of them are asking for more information on what they can do to participate. So we've also discussed quite at length what a safe parking program may look like in Oxnard. So there has been discussion about starting a small program such as a pilot. And if the pilot is successful, it may allow us to apply for funding opportunities for longer term programming. We need to review best practices and see what is possible in a smaller pilot. So for example, we may not be able to offer 24-hour security, may not be able to have cars on site for 24 hours a day. We may need to explore liability insurance options, and so on. We also discussed that there may be opportunities to line this up with a new shelter at 2nd and B. So perhaps we could use parking space available near the shelter, and use already existing resources that are there for case management and security. Those were some of the brainstorming discussion points that we had. For next steps, we are inviting representatives from New Beginnings and Salvation Army to our August meeting to discuss their programs and what they have learned and any advice that they have. We're also developing a cost matrix, so just laying out what all of the costs are that are involved with the safe parking program. And I'm going to be doing some research into the Thousand Oaks and Simi parking programs. So it is the recommendation that the full Commission on Homelessness receive a report from the members of the subcommittee and provide direction to that subcommittee as the full commission deems appropriate. Thank you.